You're being lied to about why housing has become so expensive. Home costs are up over 700% since 1980, but it's not for any of the reasons that you've been told. Some want to claim that prices are up because supply has not kept up with demand. But just the opposite is true. The growth in supply has actually slightly exceeded the growth in demand since 1980, such that today we have an excess of 4.1 million housing units as compared to 1980. So if supply and demand were the issue, housing prices should have actually gone down. Or they want to claim that it's landlords or the wealthy hoarding the housing stock, which is causing prices to rise. But the proportion of houses owned by landlords, the part in burnt orange there, is virtually unchanged since 1980, as is the proportion of houses held as second homes, the portion in gold. So if these were the relevant factors, then prices should be virtually unchanged since 1980. Or they want to claim that it's large institutional investors buying up the housing stock. But here you see in red the proportion of houses actually owned by large institutional investors. I promise you it's down there, but you just can't really see it, because this is not something that has had a meaningful impact on housing prices. The problem is that they are misdirecting you with the wrong questions, because the reason that housing is more expensive today has nothing to do with the housing market itself. In fact, they're trying to get you to look at it backwards, because in truth, houses are not more expensive. Your dollars are just worth a whole lot less. Before 1971, your dollars were backed in gold. And if houses were priced in gold, a house today is actually less expensive than a house was in 1980. So if your dollars today were still backed in gold, housing prices would have actually gone down from 1980 until today. But what has happened instead is that the government has made your dollars worth a whole lot less by printing a whole lot more of them. This is the money supply in blue and the cost of housing in red. As you can see, there is almost a direct correlation. Housing prices are up about 700%, and the money supply has expanded by about 700%. Housing costs more today because the government has stolen the value of your money by printing more and more dollars to finance its deficit spending. It's politically popular to spend money, but it's not politically popular to tax people. So instead, the government just prints money to make up the difference. But this is the most insidious thing that they can do, because they are secretly stealing from you. When the government creates money, they are stealing your savings and cutting your wages.